What is up, guys? 10VivMan here, bringing another battle. Here's a UU game that I had of a good friend, and wow, this was pretty interesting. But you know, I'm gonna lead off with my Ambipom. To be honest, probably wasn't the best lead because he's got a lot of stuff that can counter it dead on. But without further ado, let's get this battle going. Yeah, like I said before, I'm going to lead off with Ambipom, hoping to get the fake out on stuff, but I forget he has Chandelure for one, and he also has this Crobat, which most likely has inner focus, meaning he can't be flinched. So I'm pretty much forced to switch out here. I'm going to go into my Empoleon, because my Empoleon's a defensive, a monster, and he's going to go for the U-turn straight away, which is, a pretty good play. I don't know if he predicted me to switch or something else, but if it could have stayed in the Ambipom and just U-turned, but what's the point, so he's going to go into his pain-in-the-butt Ninjask. And, yeah, Ninjask, you've seen Ninjask, there's Baton Pass. And I personally really hate Baton Pass, but I'm kind of prepared for it this time, just because this Empoleon carries Roar, and it's, it's the standard support one with Stealth Rock and Roar. So right here, I'm going to get my opportunity to get these rocks up just because it's my best bet. And I don't know what he's going to do in this next round. I don't know if he's going to try to hit me or he's going to Baton Pass. But he actually, after the Speed Boost activates, I think he's going to try to scout out what I'm going to do by using Protect and get another Speed Boost going. So, Ninjask is a big troll if you don't have the right stuff for it. It's just outspeeds everything, makes a Baton Pass in your face, and, most Ninjasks have a pretty big defensive investment. But here he decides to go for the stealth or for the X's, or knowing that I'm probably going to end up going for the Roar. That's a decent chunk after +2. But I'm going to roar him out, and I believe what do I force him into? I bring him into the Blastoise, which I completely forgot had Rapid Spin, even though I carry Rapid Spin on my own. So, but here I'm at that point where I'm probably going to switch out into my Kingdra, because I think I can get a sweep going with my Kingdra, completely forgetting that Blastoises have access to Roar, because I myself ran Dragon Tail my Blastoise for a while, but quickly realized that Roar was definitely the better option. But I guess I was just banking on the fact that because I knew he'd Rapid Spin there, so that's why I switched out into my Kingdra, because I would not have had to fear the Scald. My goodness, I keep stuttering for stupid reasons, but yeah, I'm gonna blindly go for the sub because I'm weird, and he's just gonna roar me out. So, by substitute, and out comes Nidoking. I believe Kingdra was the sole reason I put Roar in my Blastoise anyway, because a super effective Dragon Tail won't break a Kingdra sub. So, out comes my Nidoking from the switch. I gotta switch out because I don't want to take a Scald. I'm going to go into my Heracross expecting, the Scald. This is a Scarfed Heracross, and he's going to Scald me, and I'm hoping that, I'm kind of hoping he gets the burn, and kind of hoping he doesn't. It does a decent chunk to me, and he does get the burn. And I think he'd be scared of me because, I'm a Heracross. But I will predict here, I'll go for the Stone Edge, expecting Chandelure to come in, but because Chandelure completely walls Heracrosses, just don't have Stone Edge. So, but I'm pretty much left in to die here because I can't do anything. The Stone Edge doesn't do nearly enough as I would have liked. And, yeah, I don't really want to switch out just because I don't want anything taking a Scald. I don't want anything risk getting burned. I surprisingly hit both my Stone Edges, which is kind of rare. So, but it brings it down to a, I guess, decent range. But he's going to go for Scald again and just finish me off. It isn't too big of a deal, so because Heracross kind of seemed useless at the same time. I didn't really have much to counter a lot of his stuff, like mainly Crobat. I don't think even Scarfed it would outspeed Crobat. I could be wrong on that. I think I run a Jolly Heracross, so maybe I'm wrong there. But out comes the star of the show, which is my Zapdos. And Zapdos is just going to take this thing straight out of a stab Thunderbolt, so I don't have to worry about him Rapid Spinning anymore. His Spinner's gone, so I can set up rocks if I want to again, because my Empoleon's still intact. So down goes the Blastoise, which is great. And going to take some Life Orb Recoil, and he goes back into that Ninjask, and that's kind of worrisome. So what I should have done is I should have switched back into my Empoleon. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. I just went for the Thunderbolt again, kind of stupidly. So now what my fear is, he's going to switch into his Heracross, and because his Heracross, I think I've battled it before. It was a Guts Flame Warp variant, which really sucks. But he actually brings out his Aggron, which I completely forgot he had. Here I over-predicted, predicting him to go into the Heracross, go for the Heat Wave. And, yeah, that kind of sucks. So, boom, Heat Wave. It brings it down decently. There's a little over half. I don't think Thunderbolt would have killed, even with stab and factored in. But here I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Ambipom as Death Powder because I don't want anything else taking a hit. I know Ambipom's for the most part going to be useless. So just going to let that thing take a head smash to the face, and down goes my Ambipom because it's not living a stab head smash. No way. Ambipom's too frail for that. So down it goes. And because, I'm at that point where I think, it outspeeds like everything on my team after the +1 and stuff. My Nidoking surprisingly outspeeds it. I have no idea how I outsped. I don't know if it was trying to use Roar. I don't know if it was trying to use Metal Burst. But, seriously, how the hell? I mean, I'm a timid Nidoking, but I ran a Calc, an Adamant Aggron of max speed. Would outspeed after +1. But I guess he was not running max speed, which is a big mistake. So I'm going to take him out of an Earth Power. Shuka Berry did not matter in the slightest because he's got that range of HP. But here he brings up Ninjask again. I play smart here. Got to go into Empoleon because I know he's going to try to protect. Don't want any crazy boosts going on and accumulating. So I'm going to bring up Empoleon to stop his shenanigans. And I believe here he just switches out into his Heracross, which was a really good play because I could have either, roared or Stealth Rock. I think he predicted me to Stealth Rock, which is exactly what I do. Because I wanted to get those rocks up just to, hinder a lot of stuff and just make them a little less useful, I suppose. But at the same time, it kind of puts me in a tight position because his Heracross gets that Fleamore boost, which is very concerning. I pretty much just got to leave Empoleon in here to die. I don't want anything else in close combat. I know Nidoking's not going to take it well. I know Zapdos isn't going to take it well. I need those things healthy. So I believe I'm down to my last 3, which are Kingdra, Nidoking, and Zapdos. And, seeing he has the special defense drop, I'm like, yes, I can bring in my Zapdos now. I can Heat Wave this thing to oblivion. So out comes my Zapdos, and brilliant me, I completely brain fart at the fact he still has his Chandelure. Oh, why me? Why did I forget he had Chandelure still? Ugh. I should have Thunderbolted there. I don't know why I didn't, but I completely was blind to the fact he still had his Chandelure, and he gets that Flash Fire boost. So that's very concerning to me, and he's got Lefty, so I know I can outspeed next turn. I pretty much just got to go for Thunderbolt here. I don't really have much of a choice. I don't want anything. I don't want him setting up a sub. I was kind of hoping here, like if Thunderbolt didn't kill, he'd sub. But surprisingly, Thunderbolt kills. I guess I'm overestimating Chandelure's bulk, but I'm really surprised that Thunderbolt killed it. My God, Zapdos, you're a monster. But out comes the Ninjask again, and Stealth Rock is going to strip away half of its HP because it's a bug flying. And I believe here it goes for the Protect, and I'm just going to blindly go for that T-Bolt because T-Bolt is T-Bolt. Or I go for the Heat Wave, expecting I just want to smash that Heracross straight out because once it gets a speed boost, it can pretty much destroy my entire team. So, because Heracrosses usually carry Facade if they are running a Status Orb, and I have a very strange feeling that Nidoking's going to get O-code by that. But here he goes for the Baton Pass, and here I forget, again, he has an Underpoke, which is his Crobat. I completely forgot that was still around. And I just keep blindly going for that Heat Wave. And after the amount of damage it does, it does a pretty solid chunk to it because, it's a Life Orb Zapdos. It does a very nice chunk. Here I know he's going to Roost just because, it's a good play because, that way he'll lose his flying typing. He won't die to a Thunderbolt. So here I make a really, really nice play. I just go for the Roost of my own to get myself back to full health, which is great. After he Roosts, because I know Thunderbolt is going to kill from full health. There's just no way it's going to live a stab Thunderbolt with Life Orb. No way, Jose, no way. So I'm going to get that Roost off, and I'm going to restore all my HP back that I suffered from the loss of Life Orb Recoil. And here he's pretty much down to the wire where he's got a Brave Bird, or it's Brave Bird or nothing. So he goes for the Brave Bird just to get off some damage on my Zapdos. And, it does I guess, a okay chunk, I suppose. It's, it's Stab Brave Bird. It's 120 base power. But, for the Thunderbolt, I'm going to overpredict it all. So, Crobat is going to go down to that, and he's down to his Ninjask and Heracross left, which both will go down to a Heat Wave. So, pretty much Heat Wave all the way. So, and his only chance of winning is if he can successfully Baton Pass a boost to his Heracross. So, out comes his Ninjask, and that's going to get, again, butt raped by Stealth Rocks. So, here he protects. I believe I predict that protect very nicely because he's got no chance if he doesn't get a speed boost off. So, going to roost again, hopefully maybe banking on the fact I can live a facade from Heracross just in case, you know, Heat Wave doesn't kill or I miss it, God forbid. So, you know, his Ninjask is going to restore us a little bit of HP, which doesn't matter after he baton passes. It's going to die straight away off the switch-in. So, he's going to baton pass his one last-ditch effort into that Beethoven, that Heracross, and, you know, there's no way I'm going for the Thunderbolt. That's just stupid because he outspeeds Zapdos now. So, Starfront's going to damage it, you know, just enough, I guess just enough, because Heat Wave, it's Life Orb boosted, it's super effective. Heracross is a pretty good special defense, but that Heat Wave will kill that Heracross, guys, and that was great. Oh, I was so happy. I should do a damage calc. I wanted to see how much, you know, damage was required to beat it, but then out comes the Ninjask. That thing is going to get destroyed by Stealth Rocks yet again. Down it goes, and guys, that'll be the game. That was a really fun battle, pretty much down to the wire, because Heracross probably would have swept it at a moment's notice. So, pretty good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and so, you know, rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.